video, I'm going to show you the improved dynamic fracturing system for Reactor inside of 3ds Max 6. Here we have an ice cube which is created by Grad 3 for a Bacardi commercial, and if I zoom in you can actually see that there are detailed cracks already cut into this, and in fact if I go I can just pick on one of these pieces and move it, and you can see the whole thing is set to come apart. Now the key to this is I'm going to use Reactor to do all the dynamic solutions in this. So the first thing I want you to note is just how much easier it is to set up. I've got all my objects selected, and I'm going to tell it I want all of these to be in a rigid body collection. So I'm merely click, they're all automatically added to my rigid body collection. I'm going to select just the ice cube. I'm going to tell that I want it to be a fracture, so now it knows that. And once I've got those basic things set up, a couple other things I might want to do is just quickly jump in here, pick my ice cube bits again, and I can set the mass for those bits, the friction, elasticity. In this case what we're going to do is have it work as a mesh convex hull instead of bounding box. So I want them to be a little more detailed in their collisions. So I can close that menu down again, and right off the top we can do a quick test to see what this looks like. So I'm just going to open up our real-time simulator, and I'm going to go into performance, and really I just want a general performance here, so I'm going to hit play, and you can actually see now how all those pieces shatter when hit. Now the thing to note is there is a large piece here which has still got many smaller pieces inside of it, so the whole thing didn't just come apart, only the parts that were actually smashed. And here I can kind of throw this around a little bit and see I can get a few more pieces off of it, like that. This is the beauty of directly interacting with your system, is you can actually go in and try things. Now I've got the basic idea down, but I just want to make a few adjustments. So in Fracture I can go in and very quickly say I want to use connectivity, so it actually pays attention to the overlapping parts in the model to decide how it should come apart. And I'm going to define how hard it has to hit something in order for it to come apart. So we're going to say at 4 meters, something like so, and now again I can hit calculate, and once again I'm just going to take the performance down a little bit, hit play. And so now you see much less comes off of the block, but of course I can smash that myself if I wanted to. Now the last thing we want to do is actually throw it at this wall. So again I'm going to go in and just grab my cube bits, cycle forward 4 or 5 frames, turn on auto key, and simply move it like so. And we'll also give it a bit of a torque. That way we have our basic motion. So once we've done that, I can go in and once again test the calculation. And what it'll do is it'll pick up the initial motion of my keyframes and use that as the trajectory for the animation. So once I'm done, I can now go through and actually solve this to the viewport. And it's now creating the animation for me. And it's done. Now I can just hit play, and you can see the whole thing smash and come apart in the view.